Hello everyone, welcome to the first and exciting episode of Northbound Vette, a Gen X driver. Hi, I'm your host, Aaron, and today, something very exciting happened this past couple weeks. I went to Carvana and was looking at Corvettes, and I found this beauty, and yes, I did say Carvana, and I really fell in love with it. There was a lot that I was looking for in a Corvette, being convertible, a particular type of interior, and this car actually met and checked all of those boxes for me. So I went ahead and tried to do my due diligence. I educated myself as much as possible in such a short time frame. So I went with a C6. This is the Grand Sport, and she's just absolutely beautiful. And let's go ahead and take a really good look here at this car. She's just gorgeous. Everything about the design of the C6, I would say, except for maybe the headlights a little bit, those have a little bit to be desired. It would have, I just wonder if they went with flip-up lights on the C6, what kind of design they would have done. I really like the C5 low profile headlights. Those are really just amazing. And I think as far as, I don't know, I'm not a designer. I know it is very aerodynamic. It is just very insane to sit in. But my due diligence was to take it on to a, I took it to, probably a mistake, I took it to the Chevrolet dealership. I'm not gonna say which one. I got some conflicting information. So the tires on this, they're almost 6 years old, but they're not quite there yet. They've got another month or two. So that pushes it within the legal boundaries of, the whole federal tire thing. But the interesting thing is it wasn't shifting quite right. So that's why I took it to the Chevy dealership. You had to fight with reverse a little bit. You had to go past reverse a little and then back into it from drive. If you go from park to reverse, it was fine. But going from drive to neutral was dangerous. It slipped into neutral like you just barely touch it. So the interesting thing though is what the Chevy dealership told me is they said it needed tires, it needed shocks, it needed an air cleaner. And the thing that I reported, which was, you can kind of see it here. We'll go full screen, and right here you can kind of see it. You can't really see it here. You see how this is flush? Well, it isn't. This corner is not flush, and the one photo you can kind of tell how this is raised just a hair. Well, I went ahead, I already got the clips for this, but I tried to get the Chevrolet dealership to fix that. And no matter how I gave them the description, the front bumper next to the passenger side headlight on the top portion close to the hood, where the front bumper and the hood meet, those two clips are broken, and they could not figure that out for the life of me. Well, they came back for a quote, and the quote for the vehicle was almost $10,000. They wanted to replace the F55 shocks all the way around. That's the selective or magnetic ride, some people call it. They wanted to put new tires on it. They wanted to replace all of this stuff, and it's just those two things, the tires. I didn't realize when I bought a Vette that the tires were this expensive. I guess I could have done more research. So if you're looking to get one, remember, they're expensive. As much work as you can do on the car as possible, you need to do. Save as much money as possible. Enjoy them. So that's about all I can say. So let's go back here to the inspection video. We're gonna go ahead and play this. I'm gonna leave his commentary off because he points out some things, says and points out some areas that he says are leaking, but they're not. So the battery, actually, he's gonna go to here in a second, tests really good. It tests over what is recommended. So we'll glance at the paper here. Oh yeah, 79.5. So that's really awesome. But this is my car in its inspection at the Chevrolet dealership. I mean, I'm glad they did the video because it's given me a lot of peace of mind. Just being able to look under it, because I don't have any type of lift. I may get one in the future when I get better situated with my garage situation, but it is garaged, so at least I'm doing that right. And let's go ahead and let's take a peek underneath. There we go. So he's explaining that the tires are worn on the inside, they're not smooth. I don't see a problem with those tires. And then he inspects these. Again, where is it dry rotted? That's what they were saying, that these tires were dry rotted. They are not. And these are the F55 shocks. He's saying that they're leaking. It looks like that they're not. They're not leaking. It just hadn't moved, and there's a lot of grime. So when it moved, it rubbed some of the grime off, and that's what I'm seeing, where the part that looks a little on the polished side. That's normal movement. There is no active leak that they reported. The shifter cable right there was bad. It had a problem, so we had that warranted through Carvana. Actually, Silver Rock also went and looked at this vehicle, and they said that they would replace those shocks if the Chevrolet dealership could prove it had an active leak. And they did not get replaced. So that means potentially this could have been a money grab through someone being on the naive side of Corvettes, not actually being able to physically look themselves. This video that they actually sent me cleared up a whole lot of questions I had. This thing has no leaks. I mean, you're typical gonna get some when you get the oil changed. I don't think the guys at Carvana, whoever changed that oil, did a great job at it. Because when I got the car and I first looked at it at the house, the oil fill cap was off on it. It was wedged down where the AC lines are. If it would have flipped the other way, it would have landed on the headers. And I had to pray a little bit, we'll just say, to get that out of there. So anyways, that's pretty much that's pretty much the video. I'm gonna be I got myself a 360 camera. I'm gonna be doing some driving content. I'm gonna get out there and have some fun with this car and take you guys along the way. It's kind of interesting. my wife was taking some photos of me driving it home, and when I pulled into our complex, there were these several photos of these orbs, and they're at different levels. So it wasn't that the lens was dirty, it's something else, call it what you will, but that's very interesting. You know, maybe it's a message from above. Well, anyways, guys, you know, thank you for tuning in to Northbound Vette. This is my very first Corvette. I'm going to be learning a lot when I fix those clips. We're going to be recording it, and also when I replace the air filter, which I'm doing it myself. Don't really see the point of having them pay the Chevrolet dealership $300 and some change to put in a cabin air filter. So I've already got it off of Amazon. It looks like a really top-notch cabin air filter. HEPA, charcoal, all kinds of stuff on it, and it was under 30 bucks, so you can't beat that. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. We will catch you next episode, guys. Please be safe out there, and your boy's excited. So you know, hit that like, subscribe, you know, come along with my journey, and I may need some help with you experts out there. You know, I may need a hand. So we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.